All right, bear to single arm down dog. What we are doing here is we are going to be in a bear position. We can hover the knees or we can keep the knees on the ground. If you hover the knees, it is increased intensity than if you have your knees on the ground. We want to make sure that in that bear position, we are pushed away from the ground and we have the toes tucked underneath us, whether we are hovering the knees or have the knees on the ground. Now, in this bear position, we need to make sure that we are able to feel tension from the bottom up in that deep core. Exhale, get those lower ribs back, and we're feeling really nice and supported here. You're always going to be exhaling when you're in bear for this exercise, okay? So every time you're on all fours, that's when we exhale and get deep core tension from the bottom up. We are going back into a down dog, but we're going to challenge our shoulder stability a little bit as well as our core by tapping one hand to one foot. I know it may seem really simple, but a lot of times things like this can be more challenging than what we think postpartum. So we're going to exhale, knees up or knees on the ground. Either way is fine. If you do have the knees on the ground, remember I want them like just barely touching the ground, okay? We don't want to just sink into our joints. As you inhale, you're going to come back into down dog. In down dog, I don't want you to straighten your legs and just kind of go for broke down here, okay? Keep a slight bend in your knees, and I want you to think about letting your sits bones open up as you push the ground away from you with your arms. Don't lock your arms out. Keep your arms really softly bent. From here, you're going to take one arm and you're going to come across and tap your opposite toe. As you tap the opposite toe, I want you to do your best not to sway from one side to the other, and then also do your best not to drop into one hip. A lot of times when we come into this position right here, we'll want to sway over to the hip of the side that we're touching, but I want you to think about keeping that sternum directly underneath you and not letting it move at all. So we're going to touch, and then we're going to exhale, come down, and then you're going to inhale, come back, tap, exhale, come down. If you feel really in tune on that inhale, you can feel your pelvic floor opening up, sits bones moving apart a bit. Exhale, you can lift pelvic floor if that feels good. You do whatever you need to do to make this feel good for you, but the point is moving from bear into that single arm down dog pretty fluidly, being able to let the core relax a little bit and then contract again. And that's how you do it.